You need faith. You ain't got to be that smart. I flunked out of school. I ain't got no degree in nothing. You, you, you got to identify your gift and go do what you gifted at. You ain't got to be smart. You don't got to have a degree. You don't have to go to UCLA or none of that. You can be highly successful and go to no school. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates don't have a degree between none of them. They got more degrees working for them than a thermometer. Just go follow your dream, man. Go make your life happen. My whole career is dedicated to all my punk teachers that told me, sit down, acting a fool. You ain't gonna ever make no money acting a fool. It's all I had. I just used what I had. Identify your God-given gift and go on and get your life. Quit tripping because you don't have what a group of people told you you need to be successful. If you're not a degree person, you can go to school all you want. If that's not in you, how you gonna get a degree? Quit letting people tell you the route to success when clearly God created you to be different. Just go that route. All my friends got college degrees, all of them. I flew all of them to Cancun, Mexico last year. I flew all of them. I flew 22 people to Cancun, Mexico. On me, gave them all free rooms, paid for everybody's golf, all their food, all their drink, gave them everything. Because these my dudes. I went to college with them, I flunked out. But what God did for me made me different. So I just showed them the life. Now they all come to me for advice. You don't have to go get a degree if you're not a degree person. Now, if you want to be a doctor, scientist, or lawyer, you got to get a degree. But if you're not that person, you can still make it. Quit tripping because you don't have what he got. You ain't finna be what he is. God made you different. Just go be different. You get paid to be different. People pay you to be different. Weird people make money. Regular people don't make money. Regular people make regular money. If God made you exceptional, go be exceptional at whatever it is. That's how you become. People pay for expertise. They pay for exceptional people. They don't pay regular people. If you focus in on being regular, you're going to have a regular life. It's nothing wrong with that. But if you aspire to something more than regular, you got to go be extraordinary. The difference between ordinary people and extraordinary people is one word, extra. If you put extra on top of ordinary, you become extraordinary. You ain't got to be like everybody else. If you do hair, go do everybody's hair. If you cut grass, cut everybody's grass. I'm telling you, man, you can be highly successful without a college degree. I don't have one. When I first started doing comedy, you know how much I made every night? $25. Then I made $50. Then I worked, I started charging $75. When I got up to $150 a night, oh, I was so happy. I was only working 2-3 nights a week, but I got up to $150. Oh, and I messed around, kept working, started charging $1,000 a week. When I started making $1,000 a week, man, I thought I was going to be so happy. And then I met a comedian who told me he made $5,000 a week. I went, what? He said, I make $5,000 a week. So I got busy, I made $5,000 a week. I'm going along, I'm making $5,000 every week. I'm touring the country. I meet a guy named Sinbad on a park bench in Birmingham, Alabama. Sinbad was sitting on a park bench with a bag of trash next to him, a trash bag. I met him because he was starting to be a very famous comedian named Sinbad, very popular. I said, man, so we talking. I'm homeless at the time because I'm having a lot of trouble. And I meet him and I said, hey man, where you going? He said, I'm going to Florida. I said, I'm Steve Harvey. I've seen your pictures in the comedy club. I said, we got to talking, we got comfortable. I said, hey man, what's in that bag? He said, that's my pay. I said, your pay? He said, I get paid cash. He had in the bag $65,000 in cash. I said, how did you do that? He said, I'm a draw at the comedy club. I said, what does that mean? He said, people pay money to come see me, so I cut deals at the comedy club where I get a percentage of the door. I said, really? $65,000 a week? I kept hustling. I found out what it was to make $65,000. This is years, though. It's years in the making. $65,000 a week. Today, if you call me and tell me that you want me to come somewhere for $100,000, I am not coming. Because for 33 years, I have done the same thing over and over and over. I took the $25 jokes. These the same jokes, they just English. They the same words I've been using. I just kept doing them over and over and over. $100,000 tonight, I'm not coming. $250,000, I'm your man. You see? I built it over the years, but it's the same $25 jokes. You can stop wherever you want, or you can keep going. That's how you get successful financially. Stop beating yourself up trying to come up with $1 million idea. Take this $10 idea that God has instilled in you already and go make it and multiply it and do it over and over and over and over. Do you know it's people selling sugar cane making millions of dollars? You know it's people in Ghana selling cocoa beans making millions of dollars? Hello. Nike started with one pair of shoes. They just kept making shoes. Nike didn't do nothing else. They just kept making shoes over and over and over and over and over. $1 billion company. That's how you become successful. That's the secret. How many times has God showed you something in your imagination that you thought was so wonderful? And then you took it in there to your family and your friends and you shared it with them and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they didn't see it? Because God ain't show it to them. He showed it to you. God put it in your imagination. He don't put it in other people's imagination. Stop telling your visions to other people because they're not going to see it. Why you think you keep imagining opening a business? Why you keep imagining graduating, getting a better job? Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has for you. He puts it in your imagination, man. See, God is good, man. You've got to understand how good God is. He ain't playing with you. He the real deal. He created you, and then he even showed you what he got for you. You got to start believing in your imagination. You got to start talking to him about these stuff you be seeing. But you have not because you ask not. So if you see the vision, the imagination, but you don't ask God for it, what you want him to do? He showed it to you. Faith without works is dead. So now you got to put in work. All of y'all sitting in here, you want a better life, correct? Haven't you imagined a better life? Okay, who you think he showed it to? He showed it to you. Why you think he showed it to you? Because he want to give it to you. But if you don't work, if you don't ask him for it, he cannot give it to you because he created us with the power of choice. We make choices every day. If you decide that you will be poor, there's nothing I can do. You're going to be poor. If you decide to be rich today, who's going to stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you got to do is start. Why not? Who's going to stop you? Unless you tell it to the wrong person. Mama, listen to me. I'm going to be rich. Anybody rich in this family? Go in there and sit down somewhere. Get yourself a good job. Oh, mama, you must be right. No, mama could be wrong. Because what you have in your imagination, God didn't show it to your mama. I'm sorry. He showed it to you. Listen to me. If y'all don't do nothing else, write everything you imagine down. Write it all down. Pray about it and watch what happens. watch what happens. Because let me tell you something. If God can fix me, you have no idea who you're looking at. You have no idea what I've done. You have no idea what I've been through. You wouldn't even talk to me if you knew what I had to do to be here. But God is in the forgiving business. God is in the get your life together business. God is in the turn it around business. God is in the saving business. God did all that for me. So I'm telling you right now, if God can fix Steve Harvey and turn him into this, I bet he can turn you into that. All right, thank you.